In this video, traders, we're going to look at FTSE 100 spread betting. Stay tuned. Hey guys, a warm welcome to you. Alright, so if you're interested in spread betting, you have hit the right video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you check out all the videos that we've got. We're going to deep dives on loads of spread betting strategies, trading strategies, just a full array of good quality content that I know that you will enjoy. So make sure you have hit that subscribe button. Anyway, you're here because you want to see FTSE 100 spread betting. What is it all about? So FTSE 100, it is the biggest 100 companies traded on the London Stock Exchange. FTSE 100, otherwise known as FTSE. So what does the biggest mean? The biggest is the market capitalization of that company. And the biggest 100 are in the FTSE 100. Now FTSE 250 are the rest of them. Another 250 after that. FTSE 350 are the total 100 plus the 250. But let's talk about the 100 for now. So what's unique about the FTSE 100 is it's weighted by market cap. That's not so unique, but some indices are weighted slightly differently. What does that mean by weighting? So weighting basically means that how much a stock moves, an individual share moves, how does that affect the FTSE 100? So because the FTSE is weighted by market cap, the bigger companies like HSBC, which is the biggest one at the moment on this video, filming this video on the FTSE 100, like BP, like Royal Dutch Shell, etc., when they move a lot, that has more of a move on the FTSE than, say, some of the smaller ones like Marks and Spencer's. When they move a lot, it's not going to have much of a bearing on the FTSE. So for example purposes, HSBC moves 5%, that's going to move the FTSE 100 a lot. Marks and Spencer moves 5%, it's not going to have much of a movement on it. So it's weighted towards the bigger companies. These are the top six here: HSBC, BP, Royal Dutch Shell, AZ with AstraZeneca, GlaxoSmithKline there, and Diageo, the drinks manufacturer. Lots of good drinks brands from Diageo, you're probably familiar with them. Right, so that's great. So what's spread betting the FTSE 100? Well, spread betting the FTSE 100 is us speculating on the direction of the FTSE 100. So in other words, we all know, we've probably heard about the FTSE 100, you see it on the financial media, you see it in the Financial Times, all this kind of stuff. And sometimes we want to speculate on the direction. Maybe we think there's an upcoming recession, maybe we think there's an upcoming reversal, maybe we think there's a lot more to go in the market. Whatever you're watching this video, maybe it's down a lot and you think it's going to go up a lot. Whatever. You want to be right for your prediction on the market, on the FTSE 100. So spread betting is a great vehicle for that. It's relatively cheap to do it. You can trade in relatively small size. It's a good way of getting exposure to the FTSE 100. So let's have a look. With spread betting companies, most of them will trade the FTSE. You're allowed to trade the FTSE for over 24 hours. Why is that, you say? Well, the underlying shares, i.e. these guys and the rest of them, are open from 8 AM UK time to 4:30 UK time. And that's when the FTSE is going to be the most volatile. And that's when the most action is going to occur. But the spread betting companies will allow you to trade it overnight based on the futures contract, based on their own price. They basically means that you can get exposure to it. If, let's say, the US does something really crazy overnight and rallies aggressively, or Asia rallies aggressively, you can take a position on the FTSE based on that. 5 days a week, most of the time, you've got Monday to Friday. Some allow you at the weekends, their own kind of synthetic FTSE, but 5 days a week is the most there. Spread is 1 point. So spread betting, you are betting on the direction of the market. You're betting in pounds per point. You want to find out more, check out some more videos on the channel. We'll go into a lot more depth than I do in this video, but we're betting on the direction. So the spread is 1 point. What you need to know for this video is that is really good. It's really good. So in other words, it's very cheap to trade. There's not a high cost involved because it's super popular in the UK. FTSE 100, one of the more popular things that people like to trade, means the spread is tight because they've got a lot more volume. They can offer a really tight spread, just like most things, guys, are out there. When there's lots of volume, the price can be reduced. So it's really cheap to trade, or low cost to trade. We'll talk about weighted by size. UK 100. Now, something to bear in mind is, because the FTSE kind of owns the thing called the FTSE, FTSE, Financial Times Stock Exchange 100, and the pricing, the spread betting companies don't actually present that as the price. They make their own synthetic FTSE and they call it something like the UK 100, 100 UK, something like that. But for all intents and purposes, that's the FTSE. It tracks the FTSE, the chart pattern's the same as the FTSE. You are betting on the direction of the FTSE. Just they can't call it for regulation and because of the fees and all that kind of stuff, the FTSE 100. But if you're logging into a spread bet platform, by the way, check out the link in the description below if you want to have a look at a demo and play around and stuff. We've got one there. Then you'll see it's UK 100 and that kind of thing. But for all intents and purposes, it's the FTSE 100. And the range, guys, I mean, obviously it depends on when you're watching this. We've had some extreme ranges pretty recently, but 50 to 80 points, maybe to 100 points, a little bit less, a little bit more, is about what you expect from the FTSE. So it's not crazy like some of the indices out there, like Hang Seng perhaps, or the Dow, which sometimes can go, 800 points. And yes, the FTSE can really go, but it's got enough meat in it to be able to make it profitable to want to day trade it if you want to day trading in and out of the market intraday, including flat in the day, or swing trading it, holding it for 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 days, even longer. So it's got enough movement in it for you able to do that. And by the way, just very quickly, like I say, I do urge you to check out some of the other videos on the channel if you're interested in spread betting. But we've got points here, so you've got a 50-point range, 80-point range. If your spread's a point and you're betting £10 a point, if you get the whole range of the day and it's an 80-point range, you're going to make £800 if you're correct. So that's how the whole thing works. So FTSE 700 spread betting, good vehicle to trade, relatively low cost to trade, or very low cost to trade. Really, all the spread betting firms will offer it. One thing to notice before I leave you is the spread will be tighter, generally speaking, during those regular trading hours, which are 8 AM till 4:30 when the underlying shares are open. It might widen slightly after that to allow for the fact that liquidity in the underlying dies down a bit, but it's still relatively cheap. So just bear that in mind. Maybe if you're day trading, you want to stick between 8 o'clock and 4:30 to get the very, very most competitive price that you can. Anyway, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you do like this video, a thumbs up is appreciated. Take care and keep your risk managed, whatever you're trading. Goodbye.